My fun fact is that we have locked down our party at RSA. And if you are attending RSA, I hope to see you there. And I'm also going to share the link in the chat. That's my fun fact. Cool. Who wants to pick another topic so I can stop talking? If not, I'm going to pick on someone. Evan, what's new in the life of Evan?
Well, I don't really get to do the beers and tears call anymore, so I'm gonna hoist a cyber beer here instead. We yesterday just launched our new website.
Yay! Oh my gosh. I'm literally
Super
I'm
pumped,
like jumping
happy
there.
to have that done. Yeah, Gianna, I think you might like it.
Everyone, now we all have to look at a website
Yeah, I
and
want
go,
to see it.
oh,
I don't know if I want everybody looking at it. We tried to like go through and find as many like bugs and shit as we could. But I'm sure over the next few days, people are going to be sending us stuff of like, oh, hey, there's a typo here. Oh, hey, this link's not working here. But I think we did an okay
Oh,
job.
this is so much cleaner. Well done. Like this looks awesome.
I
Thank you.
love I love the widget. I love the product walkthrough. What did you use for that? This is awesome.
That is using something called Arcade. I'll drop the link in here. I got that from a mentor of mine, and a couple other people I know use it at their companies, and they raved about it, and I freaking love it. It is like so easy to use, so easy to just like make something and like drop it into your website with an embed code. Like it's awesome. Here, let me find the website for you guys.
Looks awesome.
Amazing. Great job, Evan and
Appreciate
team.
it.
Anyone else have something good that happened like last few days?
We just launched our annual benchmark, our 5th annual benchmark report yesterday. So, yay.
All that on
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Congrats.
Yay.
Yeah. We survey 1,000 plus GRC professionals every year. And this year we had questions about AI. So that was interesting.
Ooh, AI. Who's been playing with AI at work? Who's been doing some AI stuff?
A lot.
Like literally everyone. Me too.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remain unimpressed.
Oh.
I'm using it, but I remain unimpressed.
Oh.
At work, some. For D&D, a lot.
Cool. Anyone have a cool tool
That's
there? Oh, go
that's
ahead.
so genius. You need to send me some ways and some use cases of how you're integrating that in D&D. That's awesome.
Can I
Yeah,
ask
so
a question?
yeah.
For somebody that said, I think Clark did you say you were unimpressed? What tools did you use and why were you unimpressed?
So I've used the paid version of ChatGPT, and I've used Gemini, and I've used Claude. I'm not saying they're bad tools. I'm saying that if I have to give a crap ton of instructions to get the directions that I want, it gets to a certain point with my work where I just rather just do it myself at this point, because it's not really any benefit to me if I have to constantly keep giving it directions. You know, like the thing that I'm entertained with especially is the rise of this whole prompt engineering thing. And I see some of these prompts and it's like a 700 word prompt to get to a result where it's like, okay, I'll just take half a day and then do the work myself. And oh, look, I don't have to bother prompting anything.
I get you
So
just saying that. Sometimes it's hard to, or it is just hard to like have to tell something else to do something, right? It's like, it's not like it's not like if you talk to your colleague and was like, hey, I need this done in this way, and they absorb it via their ears, and you don't have to spend all your time typing it out and then fixing it.
yeah.
We have hands going up. Susan, we respect the hand raises. So if anyone wants to jump in, raise your hand on the app. What's
Well,
up, Susan?
if you guys see on the on Slack, I put in the exact same prompt for a project. Gianna was laughing when we did this. I put the exact same prompt in a different tool and got a completely different image. So you can see it depends on the tool that you're using. I thought the images theoretically were close. But and then they talk about, that's why I'm interested in prompt development. Like Matt said, it's gotta come a long way. It's got a long way to go, because if, like you said, if you have to take that lengthy of a prompt to get the image that's close to what's in your head, and they on Discord, they limit the number of characters that you can put in your prompt. So that, I mean, that helps and hinders.
Cool. Yeah, you're talking about Dolly, right? Or Dally or whatever, or the other one. They have like a Discord, and that's how you run it. Clark has
Yeah,
his hand up.
Discord to Midjourney.
Okay, Midjourney. Thank you. Clark, you have your hand up. What's up? What's an
Yeah.
AI tool you love?
The one that just showed me how to raise my hand in a Zoom meeting. I love that. I was digging around for a bit. I use GPT and Midjourney every single day. I've probably got over like 1,000 hours on GPT alone. In my experience, like just like Matthew was saying, like, yeah, it's absurd if you have to do that every time. If you get into the custom GPTs, then once you have it trained the way you want it, then you're done. Like, just keep that in mind, because it, rather than starting new conversations or like reprompting over and over again. For example, when it comes to my content on LinkedIn, when those custom GPTs first came out, I fed every single piece of content I've ever written in my entire life to Chat GPT, to the custom GPT. It got to the point where it can write exactly like me, to the point that it can have conversations with my family and they have no clue. But like, so I don't use it anymore. But like once you have that dialed in, you're done. And then you just feed it the engine that you built.
That's so interesting. Who's done a custom GPT here?
I haven't made one, but somebody I work with has, and it works so well. It's like we can use it for social media posts, and it does not do any emojis. It doesn't put an exclamation point after every sentence. It's beautiful. I mean, you just still change it, right? It's not exactly right, but it's like 90% of the way there, versus I think ChatGPT straight out of the box, I have no use for it with social posts. It's terrible.
Oh.
So
Since they've let you upload files to it, and it can actually read PDFs, it can actually read transcripts, like that has just made like training your own personal LLM like so much easier. I have one for dementia therapy, Gianna. Like, that's the custom GPT I've been working on.
That's awesome. That makes me want to build one. I feel like it's like a doable thing, but also I'm
it's
afraid.
really cool.
Yeah. Interesting. We use at the society, I've been using it for what I've been using just regular ChatGPT for like webinar abstracts, and they're never like perfect. Like you said, Matt, you like give it something and you're like, all right. But it's a good if you have like blank page syndrome, like I do often. I'm just like, ugh. Teresa, what's up?
I mean, I use ChatGPT all the time. I like the paid version much better, but I mean, I'm fine giving it instruction. I feel like I'm not the most creative marketer all the time. So it helps me a lot with that. But especially when it comes to planning events, we logistically attend a lot of events, but I also plan a lot of events. And I'll put in like what we're doing, and it'll help me come up with like a detailed plan of execution, like what I should be doing, when I should be doing it, all these things. And obviously it's not perfect, but it's a great like outline for me to start with. And as somebody that's like ADHD and juggling 20 million things at one time, it's a great tool for me to like stay organized, on top of, it's doing 90% of my content. Fine putting a ton of information in, but I feel like by this point it knows me pretty well. Besides how many times I've had to tell it not to say dive or delve in content. I'm like, we're not diving anywhere. Please stop using this. But aside of that.
Diving, skiing, swimming.
Yeah.
We're swimming
Yeah.
into topics. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Folks, interesting perspectives. Unfortunately, I have been called away. So
Okay.
drop running away.
That's hilarious. Okay, no problem, Matt.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Matt is in the Slack, so we do have, like I said, not to, I'm not just advertising the community on these. I swear to God, I'm gonna be quiet. But we also, if you are an in-house marketer at a cybersecurity product or services company, you're part of the Slack, you feel free to join. It's free. And I put a link in the chat. And quick question, actually, since RSA is on my brain, who's going to RSA? Okay. I will see all three of you at RSA. And then I'll stop talking about it because nobody else is going.
I want to go, but I just talked to my boss about it and he said we have to make a business case for it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, go ahead. Someone else is
I was
saying
gonna say,
something.
I never heard of it until just now. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Teresa-
I think RSA might have like material for you for making a business case on their website. Go ahead and check it out because I think they do.
Well, for me, I am on the PR side of things, so I just need to talk to our PR firm to make sure what I'm hearing when I'm talking to them in 30 minutes is that there's not really that much interest in meetings with vendors anymore unless you're like a bigger vendor or have a big announcement, which we are pretty tiny and not super exciting and also based in Switzerland. So I don't know. Not really confident
I don't know.
about.
I think that's kind of cool. Like if I was
Yeah.
at Dark Reading, I'd want to meet with, as long as you bring me chocolate, you know?
Yeah.
That's how journalists operate, right?
You-
It's very
I think,
transactional.
There is value
think
in
there-
qualitative research. There you go. Like
Yeah.
just build it on that. Like
Well, so that was one thing that I actually was planning on talking to them about today. We just got our budget approved for 2024 a couple weeks ago, which is like ridiculous, but
don't worry.
nope, you're ahead.
Nope.
No, you're doing just fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Trust.
gonna be like
I'm here. You
yeah.
have a budget.
I thought like, oh, it'll be approved in like December. No, like, but okay. So we're looking at doing a survey. But I was worried that there's gonna just be too much clutter with announcements, and we're not gonna really be, covered.
Are you thinking to go like announcing something or just doing some network, walking around and see how RCA works?
Yeah, so I don't think that would be enough for people to get excited for me to be there because we've already got like we're gonna have our CRO and our head of marketing and our CEO and well potentially our CEO. So there's gonna be a ton of people there from our team anyway.
Oh.
So we'll see.
It's a very expensive. So it's everyone here knows it. It's really expensive. I just checked the Marriott price because we stayed last year, thanks to Votero. Love you, Votero. We stayed last year with like the vendor rate, that was like 500 plus a night. And this year without it, it's like 1,800 a night. So it's like,
Wow.
so this is like a really expensive, really, really, really expensive show.
Yeah.
And the flights are already jacked up. Like, I see that case. It's a bummer, Mackenzie, and I hope you can build a case around it because there is a lot of opportunity for PR at the show.
Yeah, and like my thought is like maybe we can like Prakash definitely was thinking about the analysts, but again, like my boss could do that without me. So my thought was like also maybe there's an opportunity if we like stay a couple days later or a couple days after and like do meetings with reporters who might not be going, but I don't know. I I just kind of need to see. But I definitely have been on the PR firm side of things and like have had like the client being like, you need to get me as many meetings as possible. And I have nothing exciting for you to get the meetings. So I don't want to put them into those shoes either. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
I
Yeah.
would
B-sides going on in San Francisco right before RSA. Right, that would be my excuse.
Oh,
Yeah.
B-sides. Yeah, B-sides
B-sides.
is. Yep.
So that's what I would use, because you're going for B-sides. Just don't say that you're pressed, because then they tend not to let you in. But just be like, that's why I'm going. I'm going for all the stuff that they don't talk about.
And
Yeah.
then I'm staying for the week after for no
Just for
reason.
fun.
Wait, Charles Payne, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I was like, who is talking? I thought that was an ad because I don't buy Zoom at the bottom of my screen. Like, that is such an awesome background. I was like, is
Oh, that'd be
it's
hilarious.
oh,
If Zoom
that's,
started adding advertisements in during Zooms. Can you imagine that?
I was like, what is going on? Oh, wait, that's someone's background.
Oh, it's
Someone else
amazing.
started
How
to
far
say,
away are we from that? How far away are we
Oh, not
from
far.
that?
We're not far at all. Zoom already listens and records the calls to train their
yeah.
AI. So
Mhm.
they're already there.
Yeah, they're gonna deliver us some. Oh, if they, they could do some really contextual ads if they're listening to your calls while you're on it. They could be like, "Oh, going to RSA? Do you need like a hotel room?" That would be incredibly creepy, and what'll happen? Yeah, Cecilia, you have your hand up.
Yeah. Isn't besides in Las Vegas this year?
So B-sides happens in every city. It's like
Okay.
very distributed, but the one in Vegas is the big one. That's the
Okay.
biggest, I think.
Got it. Okay.
So I do think there's a B-sides right ahead of RSA too, because they usually
Yeah.
they stick them onto
Usually
the
they
big
are in the
events.
same week. Yeah. But
Mhm.
1 week, few days before. Yeah. Thanks.
No problem. So what else is new, folks? What else? I'm great at running a meeting. Brandon,
I'm
what are you
getting ready.
eating? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say I'm getting ready to go to Zero Trust World Sunday.
Oh, Zero Trust World. Has anyone heard of this one?
Orlando, yeah.
It's in Orlando,
Yep.
yeah. Threat Locker.
But yeah.
Cool. Has anyone been to that one? Anyone from Threat Locker here? Want to tell us how the sausage is made? Zero Trust World's cool. Who's launching their own event this year?
We are actually. So
Okay.
yeah, we had this we organized this party last year called Socktails and Cocktails at RSA. And it was supposed to be for analysts and basically anyone who works with the SOC or is involved in decision making for the SOC. And we had this tiny speakeasy venue of capacity of about 80 people. But we had about 180 people show up. So it was a good problem to have. We had like this big queue outside and, pass traces at the door to get in, and people came in and went out, and we're kind of coming back with a bigger venue this year. So
Oh,
yeah, we also have some sponsorship opportunities that I ended up putting in the Slack channel yesterday.
that's fine. That's co-marketing, so that's okay with us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, how did you market it last year to get such a big turnout? It's hard to stand out at RSA.
Yeah, so
Everyone has a party.
it was mostly to our email list that we've kind of curated over the years. And then I was at B-sides and I dropped some cards there, met people at B-sides, and it's a great event. I think it's probably the biggest B-sides that I've been to. So I didn't know that there's one bigger, which is obviously Las Vegas. I just learned that. Yeah, but a lot of people from B-sides showed up at RSA, and then we had these small cards that we distributed, like business card kind of size cards.
Mhm.
And left them around here and there at RSA, and people showed up.
Okay, cool. So like guerrilla marketing, like, meeting folks literally at B-sides and being like, hey, there's another party in 2 days. Like, come on over. That's awesome. That's great. Did you get any ROI out of it?
Directly from the event. Yeah, we like, there were a couple of opportunities that were already in play, which converted at the event or maybe right after the event. And then we also had some of our customers show up. So, it's always good to entertain existing customers and have them talk about us. We didn't do any presentations at the party. No, it was all just
Schmooze.
networking, just talking to each other, open bar, good food.
Some lubricated schmooze. Yes. That's my favorite. It's like if you have great salespeople who can talk to folks, like letting them just like run at an event. And you'd hope that you'd have good salespeople that could talk to folks.
I'm going
That
to
sounds
change my background because, we made this really cool background a few days ago.
nice.
And I've been wanting to try this out for a while.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. I'm going to pick on Amy because Amy, you joined late. Hi. No, I'm not going to pick on you for real. Don't worry. It's not scary. But can you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, where you work, and a fun fact.
Yeah, so I'm Amy. I am the director of marketing for DataB, part of Comcast Technology Solutions. It started from a dream, just kidding, but yes, Newber Davis, our CISO, wanted to solve a problem. She solved it so good that now there's investment money in bringing this to market, and it's been really resonating. Fun fact about me is, I guess what is fun?
It's fun. The fun fact question is fun in that a lot of people are like, I don't have fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I guess, I have 2 guinea pigs and I'm an adult with no children, and people think that's weird.
I love guinea pigs. They are so cute and like they make cute noises. That's awesome. What are their names?
I used to have 2 that were Bunmi and Reuben, because I love sandwiches. And then now we have just Bunmi and a guinea pig named Gray that we rescued.
That's awesome. That's cute. And I'm also going to let Brandon Ho and Jamil introduce themselves too. So quickly, like where you are, where you work, fun fact, because y'all joined a little late. Brandon.
Okay, I'll go. Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Ho. I have been marketing leader at 4 different cybersecurity startups, but currently not working for anyone, and happily so. I have decided to do my own thing again after getting laid off at the end of November. So fun fact about me, I think some of you, I've shared this with some of you, but I see a lot of new faces, so this is going to be new to you. But I was an extra on Captain America Winter Soldier. Unfortunately, the scene that I was in never made it into the final cut. And if you buy the special DVD version, you'll catch a glimpse of my bald head from the back, and that's about it.
That's awesome.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, that's great. So how many of those DVDs do you have, Brandon?
Zero.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be great gifts to give out. Like
That
catch
should be
me
Christmas
at-
presents,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, and Jamil.
Sign them and give them away at RSA.
Exactly.
Just like
Oh,
that,
wow.
right, that still frame of the back of your head, arrow signature.
Dude.
I sat right in front of Daniel Buell, the guy, the actor, and I was really hoping that I would appear in one shot at least, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be.
I'm sorry, Brandon. And I gotta say, so Alicia is at Upticks, and I know you guys brought in Dean Kane.
Yeah, we brought in Superman.
Can I make a suggestion inspired by this group here? And we could all, and by the way, co-marketing is like a big tenet of the society too. So if you have ideas and want to like co-market with other companies, like, hey, we're going to RSA and we want to like reduce our budget and like be better together, like we have a whole channel for that in the society. But Alicia, you should convince Upticks this year to, instead of inviting like a famous person, invite background actors to be at your booth and to give away, like Brandon, like you could print out a photo of the back of his head and he could sign it. Like, Amardeep was saying, like you get all sorts of background. I bet it'd be very affordable.
It would be so affordable. It seems to like fit our budget for this year, Gianna. That's great.
How do you know it's going to be affordable?
That's very true. It's like almost like bad actors. You could play off that whole theme.
Bad actor. Oh no. That's hilarious and very I don't know if people would agree. Like I don't know if people would come and be at your booth if it was like bad actors.
I'm just teasing. You
I
know,
know.
all the puns, all the puns. Also, Brandon, I'm sure you're a great actor. You're not a bad actor. Great actor.
So have you guys seen the Tommy Wiseau 1Password commercial? Speaking of bad actors in the industry being utilized for promo stuff.
Who's Tommy Wiseau? Sorry.
He directed The Room, which is number 1 on a ton of worst movie of all time lists. And like that's what he's famous for, is writing and directing and starring in that abomination.
Okay, and he was on a 1Password commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get the commercial. I'm going to share it with everybody.
I got it. There you go.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
I can't believe they
Also
got him
mean.
to do it.
Kind of
Very
mean
cool.
too. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that sort of creative stuff. That's awesome. Jamil, do you want to introduce yourself too? You're on mute though.
Sorry. I've got 3 different screens and the mouse wasn't wanting to participate.
No problem.
I'm Jamil Mafi. I work at Spirit Technologies. I'm a senior graphic designer, and my fun fact is I am a new dog mom. I just adopted a rescue. Just getting along with my current dog. The last dog I tried to adopt over Christmas was a Cujo. Had to go back. This one is a sweet dog.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. That is a fun fact. We have a lot of animal facts today, which is cool.
She came from the South LA shelter, but through a rescue.
Oh, LA. Clayton's in LA too. Look at that. Los Angeles. You know, is there like a big cyber presence in LA? Clayton?
There's a big entertainment presence.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Been here a long time from LA. Don't like
Speaking of bad actors, they're every waiter, but yeah, not there aren't a huge number of firms. There's a fair amount of tech firms down through the West Side, but not a big cyber presence.
Cool.
I feel like there's a bigger cyber presence in San Diego.
I've heard that.
San Diego. Anyone else from California here? Okay, here we go. We got some folks. Okay.
Bay Area, San Francisco.
Very
Are you in
cool.
San Francisco proper?
19 miles from San Francisco.
I'm in Tampa, and believe it or not, we're actually like a little cyber hub here. There's a bunch of cybersecurity companies that are now based here.
I used to live there,
Oh,
Teresa.
really?
So yeah, so I left St. Pete like 2 or 3 years ago, and Tampa was like a growing cyber hub in this
Yep.
like major way, and it was weird, but very cool.
Well-
Like either Threat Locker or Iron Locker, something's based in Orlando, and then there's a bunch of
Threat
smaller
Locker,
companies.
yep.
KnowBe4.
KnowBe4 is down there, right?
Yeah.
Yep, there's KnowBe4, CyberFox is here, Fast Alert, there's ConnectWise. So a lot of the smaller companies that are starting to pop up here are people that have left ConnectWise, are starting other companies.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, our CEO is from ConnectWise, CyberFox's leadership is from ConnectWise. There's a couple other companies nearby that leadership is from ConnectWise.
Yeah. People leave and then they're like, I like this area, but there's no job. Let me make one.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool. What how's the market treating everybody? How are things going at firms? Are they good? Is 2024 off to like a roaring start? Oops, I keep doing that by accident. It's quiet today.
Yeah.
It's quiet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that says
yeah.
everything you need to know about the market.
We had a round of layoffs at the end of January.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, Jamil. Yep. I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
Well, yeah, I know you're still there. But I'm sorry in general.
It's the playbook. After Q4, cut.
Yeah.
The playbook.
Yeah, and I swear I'm not going to do ads for the society, but if anyone knows marketers in the industry who have been laid off and need a supportive community, feel free to send them to the Cybersecurity Marketing Society. There's a lot of hiring that happens in our community, a lot of helpful, friendly people who know how it is in this industry and are willing to help. So feel free to send them to our group. If you're looking for a full-time role at a cyber company, we will accept you. And try to help all we can. So, not to be a downer, sounds kind of downery, but we all get it.
We're in Q1 now. Come on. It's all right.
It is all bright. Does anyone have anything really exciting they're working on?
Before I jump into that, I do want to say I did hire someone because of the Cybersecurity Marketing Society. So I listed a role and got two really great candidates. One I couldn't afford, unfortunately, because he was a little too senior for me. But one I had a perfect candidate. She joined the team 2 weeks ago and has just been such a delight. So yeah, I was just really glad that one, I wasn't happy with what my recruiters were sourcing. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I was able to kind of get some really cool people.
That's awesome. I'm so happy. We have if you post a job, also anyone who's already in, if you post a job, it has to be the link to the job in the job board. We actually will grab it, and we have a newsletter that goes out to thousands of people, a jobs newsletter, and we'll send that out. It's like free. So feel free to do that if you're ever searching for someone to hire. So in marketing and cyber, it's like a very specific thing we do. All of
Yes.
us here.
And I am going to be opening up 2 more roles in the near future. So I'll let you know.
Awesome. Thanks, Amy. That's great. Aw. Now I'm filled with the warm fuzzies. It's like a great Friday. Like we got the weekend coming. People are getting hired. Things are not bad. Like RSA is around the corner. Like things are good. Anyone have amazing weekend plans uh except for skiing? I think it's too late to ski now in the season. I think all the snow is melted.
We still have some left here in Vancouver.
Ah, okay. Are you in Canada or are you in
I'm
Washington?
in Canada, yes.
Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. Anyone else have fun weekend plans? Oh my gosh, everyone is so quiet today.
I'm
My
dog
plan
sitting
is-
for my parents, if that's any fun. Now I've got my dog and their two all at their house, so it's a real wolf pack going on.
That sounds exciting though. My
It should
plan
be
is just
fun.
to relax with my dog because me specifically, I have 4 back-to-back shows in the next 5 weeks that I'm going to. So starting Sunday. So I'm gonna just chill. That's my fun plan.
4 back to back. Where are you going, Teresa?
So two of them are in Orlando, but we're
Okay.
we're an MSP, we're channel only. So
Okay.
our target clients are MSPs.
You
so
are the channel.
We are the channel.
Sorry, I get excited.
I know.
MSPs,
Yeah.
it's like, yay, because Votero
Yeah.
did channel and it was like, oh, we were always trying to like talk to you, MSPs and
Yeah.
MSSPs. So go ahead.
So we're not an actual MSP, but our target client is an MSP.
Mhm.
So we're a vendor for them. So we sponsor all like the MSP focused shows. So we're going to the Threat Locker show this weekend. That starts this weekend. We're going to Exchange March, which is a CRN show, or the channel network. And then we're going to Right of Boom. And then there's Enable Empower at the end of March. And then we have Robin, which is a marketing focus, but for MSPs in April.
Wow. That's a lot of shows to go to
Yeah.
back to back.
We so I handle all like the logistics for us attending these shows as well. So the last like 4 weeks have been extremely busy for me, and then I'm traveling to most 4 out of the 5 shows. So the next 4 weeks or 5 weeks are also going to be very busy. I'm excited. I love to travel, and the event planning stuff is, what I enjoy the most. So it's fine. I'm just, going to need a couple days off maybe after that.
You need a slight, just a smidge, just a day or two to like,
yeah.
Well, let us know how the shows go. We do a lot
will.
of sharing of how shows go because it's like a black box event. You're like,
It is.
Oh yeah, sure, I'll put 50 grand into this and see what comes out.
I started with
Alicia, you're smiling.
I started with this company in June, and I've never worked for a cybersecurity company before, so I'm new to all the shows that I've going to up until June for IT Nation Secure. That'll be my first repeat show, so it's all new to me.
Cool. If anyone wants so one thing that we do at the society is we do ROI reports on the big shows. So some of you might have seen our RSA ROI report, and I'm going to share it in the chat. So here's RSA 2023. So if anyone has another show that they're interested in going to, but like need or want to hear feedback from others who attended, let us know, because we're going to be doing more ROI reports this year because events are such a sticky, hard to figure out thing for a lot of folks.
Awesome.
It's anyone who's done events. Who's done events here? Yeah, you got literally like everyone except for Mackenzie. So we all know it's like, okay, like we make our best case assumptions on the audience and who shows up and all of that. And then it's like, okay, what actually happened? So we'll be doing a lot more of that this year.
Anyway, could have used these moving into this year doing our event budgeting. So up until right before I started last year, we didn't really track a lot of data. We've had a lot of big changes in the last like 18 months. And we're doing a lot better tracking, ROI and, all the data from the shows and stuff like that. But prior to that, we would just ask like whoever went to the show last, like, how was that show last year?
And everyone was like, it was great. I drank a lot and I had lots of fun, Cecilia, you want to add something? Go ahead.
Well, this year, like, it will be great if someone has some insight. We do go to events, big cybersecurity events and small cybersecurity events. But what we're trying to do this year is like go to our market events. Every industry, like cybersecurity, has their own events. So they are going there just to do some network and something, and we're trying to bring that to our calendar this 2024, like being more present where they are, not where all cybersecurity vendors are and everything. So if anyone has any insight on that or been working in that kind of idea, I would love to cross some points and see where I can get, because what happens to me is that we don't know the events. I don't know them. So I have to walk the aisles and see how it works and how they are to see if there are any return of if there is any content about cybersecurity of value for the audience also.
Right, because you're going to the industry events and it's not necessarily, or you want to, right? It's less competitive. It's more of a mix of audience. It's not always just a security person. Oh, Amy, sorry. Oh, Amy just had to go. Yeah, so Cecilia, feel free to DM me because we keep a list of events and we don't have ROI on a lot of them, but like, and then are you focusing on the US or somewhere else?
Yeah,
US
we
market?
do.
Okay.
Yeah, we are on the US market.
Yeah, because there's some big ones that are like industry ones, like American Banker and HIMSS. HIMSS is a huge one and also covers that like information security, IT/security one, but it's more of a big healthcare show. Like there are a few industry ones that are potentially good.
Some fun fact about me is that I previously worked on the gaming industry, online gaming.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, my husband's a professional poker player. That's so
Yeah,
exciting. I
really?
love gaming.
I've developed a partnership with the poker, so
Oh, that's
um,
awesome.
yeah, I'm quite new. I'm only 1 year, 2 years in cybersecurity. So from that experience, I know we, as gaming industry, we do have our own huge events in Las Vegas, in a lot of places. So that's the kind of event I'm looking for. Like, okay, I'm going to the gaming event. I'm going to the, as you said, the sorry, the bank event,
Yeah.
and so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of a risk because it's like there's pros and cons, right? It's like the pros, it's less noisy. You know, it might be the right people that you can actually like get to. The cons are that maybe it's the wrong audience. Maybe it's like all the CFOs and stuff. It might be like not the correct audience, but hopefully like you'd be able to get that from the event the event organizer beforehand, like, oh, is at least 10% like in IT and security, or CEOs, because CEOs are probably a good fit too, CEOs and
Yeah.
CFOs and stuff. So
Usually
CTOs.
ITs to the big events, usually everyone goes. Every executive of the company usually goes because they
Yeah.
don't want to miss it. So
Exactly. Then you can get the
hope
CIO
to
and the
reach to
CTO.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And it's FireEye, right?
No.
No. Yes?
Sorry, couldn't listen.
Your company's FireEye? I couldn't remember.
FireEye, yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you know them.
Oh yeah, we know them.
Faraday or FireEye?
Oh, FireEye.
Faraday. Faraday.
Oh, Faraday. We know that
yeah.
one too. Cool. All right. Well, folks, I've got to go too because I have a podcast recording in a few minutes, but this has been fun. Feel free to join us on another call. Hope to see some of you at RSA. Hope to see you all at Cyber Marketing Con in December, and join our Slack and connect with everybody on LinkedIn and let us know how we can help you in what you do. That's what we're here for. So
Thanks, Gianna.
Thanks, everyone.
thanks,
Bye,
Teresa.
y'all.
Bye, Amardeep. Nice meeting you. Thanks, Sabrina. Bye, Alicia. Bye, Cecilia. Bye, Teresa. Bye, Charles. Okay, I'm gonna close it out. Bye-bye.